Hi, Internet. I'm John Appleseed. Thanks for watching Stop and Think Puzzles today. Today we'll be looking at the Sunday New York Times Crossword puzzle, posted on May 19th, 2024, created by Christina Iverson and Katie Hale, and edited by Joe Faliano. The title is Hold Your Doze. I have no idea what that means, but I'll try and remember that. Hold your doze. There will be some kind of theme related to napping or female deer or something. I have no idea. 1 across, end of the line, don't know. 5 across, Agnus blank, a motif in Christian iconography, the Agnus Dei, the Lamb of God. 18 across, French companions. The French word for friends is ami. Let's try that. 12 across, hubris. Not sure. 17 across, lead in to marine or marathon. Ultramarine, ultramarathon. I think both of those would be fairly common words. Let's try that. 19 across. The house to a blackjack player. The enemy, I don't know, the opponent maybe. 21 across, 1993, Beck single, don't know. 22 across, break up the band, say. Not sure about that. 24 across, charades, but not chess. Is that something about the beginning CH sound? I'm not sure. 25 across, certain wedding roll. Don't know that. And 26 across. Oh, here's the italics indicating that this will be part of our theme. If that missing house title ever does show up. All right, we'll come back to the theme clues after we fill in a little bit more of the puzzle. 1991 crime drama starring Warren Beatty and Annette Bening. That was Bugsy, I think. I remember that one. 2 down, luau, greeting, aloha. Luau, Hawaiian barbecue party, okay. 3 down, no worries. It's okay, maybe. 4 down, pants, informally. I saw this in a recent puzzle. It was the clue is related to mooning, to drop trow, to drop your pants. End of the line. Bait, you would put bait at the end of a fishing line. I have to remind myself on the weekend puzzles that the clues are written to be deliberately misleading. Let's try it's okay. 22 across, go solo could be to break up the band. Yeah, that fits. Okay, so it's okay. Grunting ox by another name, yak. Okay, I like that. Should something. Kosher, that could be allowed in the metaphorical sense. If something is kosher, it's okay to eat. It's okay, it's allowed. 23 down, wide receiver, blank Beckham Jr., Odell. How does he spell it? Let's try that. 30 across, poetic preposition could be or, a shortened form of over. 27 down, certain arm muscles, in brief. Triceps, yeah, okay. Work on my biceps, my triceps, my delts. Okay, 5 down, biblical verb. That could be doth or dust. Earlier this week, I learned that there are 2 forms of do in the Bible. Doest and dust are both used, but they have slightly different meanings. I never caught on to that before. 6 down, Olympic event with masks. Epee is a fencing event where they would wear masks to protect themselves from the sword points. 7 down, giveaways in some common scams of the 2010s. Yeah, iPads. How many times have I gotten the alert that I've won a free iPad? Many, many times. 20 down, sign. An omen could be. 8 down, and still I rise, writer. Is that Maya Angelou? I'll have to come back. 9 down, drink, for which Pliny the Elder recorded a recipe. Beginning with an M, maybe mead. That's an old drink made from honey. 10 down, con. Don't know. And 11 down, coming from both sides. Simultaneous, don't know. 12 down, something. Something you add together. I don't know. 13 down, fragrant additive to beauty products. Don't know. 14 down, it's like. I'll have to come back to that. 15 down, Caitlin Olsen's role on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They call her Sweet Pea or sometimes Bird. Is it pea like that, I think? 16 down, do wrong, to err. Okay. Can we get 12 across? Hubris. No. Don't know. Beck single. Wedding role. The altar plays a role, I guess. 19 across, the house. Yeah, let's try opponent. You play against the house in blackjack, I think. 24 across, charades, but not chess. A team game. Is that what that means? Chess is played as an individual. Oh, you can be on a chess team. Let's try doth for the biblical verb. Should the deed, the missing house title could be the deed. Should the deed, don't know. For 20 down, let's try omen as a synonym for sign. Let's try Maya Angelou for 8 down, the author of And Still I Rise. I think that rings a bell. A con in a prison. A prisoner could be an inmate. You could refer to them as a con or an ex-con when they come out. Coming from both sides. Bill in a till could be a 10, and then it's related to 33 across. Change for a 32 across perhaps could be a 5, I guess. Maybe 2 5s for a 10. Coming from both sides. I'm still not sure about this one. 28 down, not accept a refusal. Won't take no for an answer. 40 across. Treats that Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith picked as runner-up to Doritos for best snack in America. This looks like it might be the official cookie of crossword puzzles, the Oreo. Stereo is coming from both sides. Okay, I don't know why that was so difficult for me to figure out. Should the deed arise? What was the title? Something about doze. I don't remember. It's so hard for me to remember the title of the puzzle. But should the need arise is a common phrase. Here I think we're changing it to should the need arise. So we are changing N to D as we changed nose to doze. Maybe. Okay. iPads. I think all those seem to make sense. Something and a fragrant additive to beauty products. Still don't know those. Okay, I'll have to come back to that corner. What's 37 across? Having a studious appearance. Owlish? I guess you could say he has an owlish air about him. He seems bookish, studious, I guess. 42 across, tiniest amount. Iota. Lots of other things that could be. 43 across, another themed clue. Question from someone with a lot of outstanding debt. I don't know. 48 across, no promises. Not sure about that. 50 across, biblical king of Judea, King Herod. Mentioned as the king of Judea in the Gospels. 51 across, Spice Girl Halliwell. Is it Gina, I think? I'm not confident. Let's get some crossing letters for that. 52 across, oversight. It was an oversight. It was an error. 55 across, over which announcements about pep rallies might be heard, for short. Over the intercom, the loudspeaker, the mic, I don't know. 56 across, one of many in the Colosseum. Don't know. 57 across, teacher's instruction in a class on pointillism. Pointillism showed up in the puzzle recently as a style of painting where you use little dots of paint to together create a shimmering effect of color. Georges Seurat was a proponent of it. 61 across, grass. That could be pot, marijuana. 62 across, Bye Bye Birdie actress, Anne Margaret. Kids, what's the matter with kids today? 63 across, Salt and Pepper hit with the refrain, blank, blank, badoop. Don't know. 64 across, weaknesses. Don't know that. What's 65 across? How one might punnily define saran or sari. They're both kind of wraps. Saran wrap. Sari is the Indian garment that you wrap around the torso. Some kind of wraps. I don't know. 70 across, cheeky. Don't know. All right, let's catch up with the downs. 43 down, give a sharp hit. A sharp hit. To whap? I don't know. 44 down, widely admired person. A hero? Let's try it. 45 down, prey of polar bears. Seals or... I don't know. Then again, in text messages, on the other hand, I guess you could say OTOH on the other hand. What's 38 down? Video game company that published Frogger. I think Sega would fit there. 39 down, goes in a hurry. Hies? That's an old word. I haven't heard it in a long time. I will hie to another place. 46 down, blank Lanka, Sri Lanka. 47 down, you have a face for radio, for one. A slam. Let's try Jerry Halliwell. I think that's right. For the Spice Girl. A diss. Question from someone with a lot of outstanding debt. I don't know. Trust in. Rely on. I trust in you. I rely on you. 53 down, fusses. Don't know. 54 down, perform very well in modern slang. To slay, don't know. Not accept a refusal could be to insist. Okay. 49 down, cause to rise. 11, maybe? 34 down, caption for an absent student, say. Like the caption that would appear in the yearbook if they were out on yearbook day. Don't know. 35 down, Morgan Stanley, subsidiary. Don't know that. 36 down, official okays. Don't know that. What's 52 across? Oversight. A lapse. I had a lapse in judgment, a momentary oversight. Okay. 56 across, one of many in the Colosseum, an arch. I guess the Colosseum has lots of arches, doesn't it? Okay. Grass, let's try pot. Whap. And whap, kind of like you'd see in a comic book. Somebody hit someone sharply, the little sound effect could be whap. What else is due? If you have someone with a lot of outstanding debt, they take the common phrase, what else is new, but we change the N to a D, and it becomes what else is due? What other bills are due? Okay. We're making some progress on the theme, too. Arctic seals, maybe, as prey for polar bears for 45 down. Let's try that. 57 down, makeup of a tiny twisting ladder. Oh, DNA is a tiny twisting ladder, isn't it? A double helix. 58 down, keep going. Not sure about that. 47 down, you have a face for it. Let's try diss. It's a diss, an insult, disrespect. 59 down, tuna type. Ahi is a fairly common crossword answer related to tuna or sushi. 53 down, fusses. Let's try adieus, also a good old crossword standby. Perform very well. Don't know. Teacher's instruction in a class on pointillism. Do as I say, dot as I do. That's pretty clever. Okay, the common phrase, do as I say, not as I do. But if the teacher is instructing the students, dot as I do, is instructing the students on how to create a pointillist painting, she would say, do as I say, dot as I do. Okay, I like that. Shoop da boop sounds plausible. 54 down, perform very well, to pop. I don't know. What's going on over here in this corner? Why can't I get any of these? Caption for an absent student. Don't know that. Official okays. Nope. Okay, let's continue with the acrosses, I guess. 65 across. That's the wrap. It's a wrap. So what is sorry? It's a wrap. That's also a common phrase for ending filming on a film. 70 across, cheeky. Insipid isn't quite cheeky, I don't think. Insidious, maybe? I don't know. 72 across, follows a recipe in direction. Could be Dices or something. 74 across, actress McDonald. Don't know. 76 across, underwater steerer. An oar? Not sure about that. 77 across, DHL competitor, package delivery service. UPS would also be a competitor for them. 80 across, stevedore's complaint. I'll come back to that. 85 across, champagne specification. I think it can be brut or sec or something like that. 86 across, Whitman of TV's Parenthood. Don't know. 87 across, chocolate mint brand. Oh, my grandma used to have these in her house all the time. Those little Andes mints with the little layer of mint between two chocolate on either sides. I really like those. Memory of my childhood right there, coming out of the blue. 88 across, paper pack, a ream of paper. 89, like a redhead's temperament, it said. Fiery would be the stereotypical way to describe a redhead. 90 across, South Blank, a river through Denver. Don't know. And 92 across, probably another theme clue. Yes. No need to find a professional illustrator. I'll draw it. I don't know. 96 across, name that means night in Arabic and purple in German. Layla means night in Arabic, but how do you spell it? I can see how lilac might be, some derivation of lilac might be purple in German, but I'll come back. 97 across, change form. Don't know. 100 across, utensil drawer compartment. Knives, forks, or spoons, one of those. 101 across, what eat stands for in the mnemonic, never eat soggy waffles. Was that a way to remember the compass points, north, east, southwest? So let's try east. East would be that. Okay, 72 down, golf ball indentation is a dimple. 73 down, home to Firenze. That's a place in Italian, or in Italy. Maybe, yeah, I was thinking as I was typing that maybe this is the Italian word for Italy, Italia. Matcha. Matcha is a kind of tea. 62 down, nincompoop, more vulgarly. Okay, New York Times, settle down. Is this ass hat? We'll come back to that. South Platte. There's a Platte River. Let's try Lila. So, 1001 Nights, the classic story in Arabic is called Alf Layla wa Layla, 1,000 Nights and One Night. That's how I know that. Okay. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. I'm going to clutch my pearls a little bit over an inclusion of that type of word in a New York Times puzzle, but that's the way it goes. 81 down, lack of energy. Inertia. No, doesn't fit. 58 down, keep going. Onward and upward, keep going, to infinity and beyond. Cutting the line, like cutting the line would be rude, I think. 68 down, makes sense, adds up. I wish that clue in the top right about something would add up so I could fill that in. 69 down, 4, pro, Audra McDonald. Don't quite recognize that name. It's a hard... This is, 81 down, lack of energy, anemia would fit. I think this is a play on the Annie song. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. But a stevedore, a dock worker, might say it's a hard dock life. Okay, so for, if you are for something, you are pro rather than con. 40% of a hectare, let's try acre for that. I don't quite know my land measurements that well, but I think that would fit. What context is in a saying? Context is key. That makes sense. 83 down, country that becomes a language if you remove its last letter. Laos. Take off the S, it becomes Lao, which is the language spoken there. My turn. I'm it, maybe. Okay, perform very well. Pop off. I'm older, but I would interpret that to mean you were mouthing off. You were being impertinent. 71 down, where a golf ball sits. The lie. Play it where it lies. Cheeky. Insulting. Pop off. Insolent. Okay, yes. Let's try pop off. I guess that's a phrase or usage of that phrase I haven't quite come across yet in my life. Underwater steerer could be a fin. Okay, a fish would steer with a fin. All right. 49 down, cause to rise. That is leaven. That's kind of what I thought it was going to be. Leaven is the thing that causes bread to rise. Do wrong, sin. Weaknesses, vices maybe. Can we finally get this? Caption. No picture is. Pictures. Morgan Stanley subsidiary. I don't know. No promises. I'll try. I think captures that sense pretty well. A fragrant additive. Could this be a U? Like iota. Not pictured? How did I get 5 here? Change from a 5. Maybe it's ones. Not pictured might be the caption for someone who you don't have a photo of in the yearbook. Okay. E-Trade. I didn't know that was a subsidiary of Morgan Stanley, but I think that would fit. The PA system. PAS. Official OKs could be say-sos. All right. Change for a 10. You could get ones as change. All right. Iota. Let's try that for tiniest amount. Can we finally get this corner? Some kind of oil. Rose oil, maybe? That could go in beauty products. Hubris. Is it pride? Maybe her name is D. And they just call her Sweet Pea. Her character might be named D. Beck single, still don't know that. Certain wedding role. Usher. Okay, let's change this to D. Let's try usher as a role at a wedding. So I think maybe her character is named D, but they just call her Sweet Pea or Bird. Hubris could be pride. It's like-ish. Loser, is that a Beck single? Something could be a plus sign. Okay, that helps you something. Okay. Loser, I don't know that song, but okay, I think it sounds reasonable. Let's leave that in. 92 across. No need to find a professional illustrator. Use your, I like a U here. This could be I'm up instead of I'm it. Use your not sure. Okay, what's 97 across? Change form. Let's try morph for that, like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. 100 across, spoons would be one of the slots in a utensil drawer. 102 across, post-op locale. Would you be in the intensive care unit after surgery? I guess you would. Maybe. 103 across, NASA shorthand for a spacewalk. Or remember this from went through a space phase when I was in junior high. Extravehicular activity, EVA. 106, gym rats focus. Abs or rep, I don't know. 107, blank weekly, don't know. 110 across, tour guide's remark at the challah factory. Challah is that braided bread. So don't know what that is, but I'll think about that when we get some more crossing letters. 106 across, out the, I don't know. 119, hard to say. That is hard to say. I have no idea what it is. 120, fictional dog with a star on the Hollywood Hall of Fame. Lassie, maybe? Famous dog for movies. 121 across, cry of delight. Don't know. 122, supporter of the arts with a question mark. So I don't know what the joke is going to be. 123, lazy river conveyances. Lazy rivers, those things at water parks where you float along on an inner tube. A tube, I think, would fit there. 124 across, question of ownership. Whose is it? Don't know. 125 across, checked the license of, informally. Not sure about that. 126, farm home, could be a pen or sty. 127 across, spreadsheet, button, sort, maybe? I don't know. Let's take a look at the downs. 116 down, URL starter, www. Let's try that. 117, it's gratified, groan, don't know. 118, metaphor for a house with young children, perhaps. A nest, I don't know. They might cover your back. Tattoos might do that. 111 down, a waking dream, per Aristotle. Did he say life is a waking dream? Could be. Life is but a dream. Oh, this doesn't look right. 98 down, masters of underwater camouflage. Octopi. Okay, that does fit. Octopus, I would say octopuses is the plural. That's kind of pretentious, I think, to say octopi, but that is the correct plural. Sent, express, rushed. Octopuses are very good at camouflage. They can change their skin color and size. 112 down, Senate staffer, could be an aide. Stored for the night as a bus. A bus. Where do you store a bus for the night? You park it. Checked the license of, for 125 across, could be ID someone. You ID'd them. Supporter of the arts, a pedestal. Might be where you would display, support a work of art on display. Hard to say. Oh, I don't know. Don't like this L. That's 104 down, parlez-vous français? En effet, je parle un peu de français. I do speak a little French. 105 down, some godmothers. Aunts are sometimes godmothers, I guess. 113, a little annoyance. A brat. 114, sacred, holy. I like that. 126, let's try sty as a home for pigs on a farm. It's about. Oh, I dunno. A gnat could be a little annoyance for 113 down. Okay, I dunno. Yeah, that might be the way you pronounce. Hard to say. Stored for the night. This was supposed to be an H. Shedded? You park the bus in a shed, so it is shedded. That's a dodo. That's a no-no. One of the Starks on Game of Thrones. Okay, again, my inexplicable lapse of never having watched Game of Thrones is going to bite me here, probably. 95 down, hatches. Does it end in S? Is there another dog that ends in S? It begins with S. Frosting alternative. Nougat. 85 down, info in an About Us section would be the bios of whoever you're talking about. Knitting stitch is purl. I've seen this in the puzzle before. Small, painful bump. A sty, like a sty in your eye. Use your noodle becomes use your doodle. No need to find a professional illustrator. Let's just use your doodle. Okay. Hatches. Fondant. Fondant is a something that you can put on a cake, I think. Fictional dog, beginning with SN. Don't know. Hatches. 115 down. Promises to pay. Promises to pay. An IOU is a promise to pay. So that's a noun, not a verb. 107 down. National dish of the Philippines. It's not clicking. 108 down. Member of an isolated colony once. Don't know. 109 down. Meeting for two. Not clicking. That's a doe. That's a no. This is an H, a waking dream. Out the wazoo, out the cry of delight could be woohoo. Wahoo. Wahoo! I'm delighted. Yeah. Question of ownership. Whose? That would be the question you ask. Whose? If you're concerned about ownership. Let's try ah as a groan, you might say, if you were gratified. Metaphor. Shoe. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. What else could it be? Metaphor. A zoo. My house is a zoo. We've got so many young children. Out the wazoo does fit. That's a phrase I've heard. Maybe this is woo. Okay, let's spell ah this way. I've seen it spelled both ways in the puzzle. A-A-H or A-H-H. So, a waking dream. Hope? A whoop. Could be a cry of delight. Okay, that's like the fifth thing I've tried there. Hope is a waking dream. Okay. That's a doe. That's a doe braid. We're changing two ends, aren't we? We take that's a no-brainer. We change it to that's a doe braider. As I said, challah is a braided bread. All right, that's doubly clever. All right, I like that one quite a bit. Rob with two B's. Hatches. Doors could be hatches like on a ship. Okay. Jim Rat's focus, the bod, I guess, and Rob Stark sounds reasonable. That could be a character. 107 down. Still don't know. Is it adobo? Like you'd get in a restaurant? Usually like it adobo beef or adobo chicken. Carne adobo. Member of an isolated colony. A leper. Maybe. Spreadsheet button. Let's try sort. Meeting for two. A tryst. Oh, interesting. Okay. Snoopy. Okay, yeah, that's a well-known dog. A fictional dog who might have a star in the Hall of Fame. Alt Weekly. No, so it's an alternative magazine kind of thing. Does A finish the puzzle? Yes. All right, that's pretty good for me. Usually I'm around 40 minutes for a Sunday puzzle, I think. So 34 is a pretty good time, and I'm even better. I didn't have to look anything up, which I sometimes do for the Saturday or Sunday puzzles. So that was funny. What was the title? Something doze, but it was a pun on nose. Can we go back and see it? hold your doze. Hold your nose becomes hold your doze. So we change N to D. Should the need arise becomes should the deed arise. Do as I say, dot as I do. I liked that one quite a bit. It's a hard dock life, something a stevedore might say. Use your doodle. No need to hire an artist, just use your doodle. And this one we changed the N in brainer and the N in no to that's a dough braider. That's somebody you might see at the challah factory, and the tour guide would point them out by saying, oh look, that's a dough braider. Very interesting. Okay, whoop and wazoo and who's gave me quite a lot of trouble. 3 starting W's. Yeah, finally we figured it out. And hope. I wanted to say life was a waking dream, but he said hope was a waking dream, I guess. Okay, so we figured that out from the from that's a dough braider. So that was a good puzzle. I really enjoyed that. I liked the theme. This is a case where kind of knowing the theme, I think I figured it out with the first one. So hold your doze. I could see how that could sound like hold your nose. So maybe there was some kind of swapping of N's and D's. And the first one I figured out kind of confirmed that to me, and then that helped us actually solve the puzzle. So I do enjoy it better when the theme, once you figure out the theme, it gives you hints to solve the puzzle. So I like that quite a bit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.